So not many people would suggest doing what we're doing. Clay and I, well, I should say Clay is an experienced boat driver and it is beautiful out and it's gonna call for like a slick day all day today. What are we gonna do? You tell me.
We're crossing the bay boat to the Bahamas. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. One thing I wanna say, guys, little disclaimer. I do not suggest doing this for the first time ever in a boat this small. We cross the Bahamas a lot. We know our way around, we know the seas, we know conditions, and we know exactly what we're looking for when it comes to a perfect crossing. Today, those are the conditions that we have.
And we're gonna be joined by a few of
3 other boats, which is gonna be awesome. I wanna give you guys a bunch of tips and tricks. I wanna cover the process of getting this boat over there. I'm so pumped. Let's get after it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run the shoreline all the way up to Elliott Key, and then as soon as we get to Elliott Key, we're gonna cross over to the Bahamas. From Elliott Key to the Bahamas, it's about 50 miles. From here to Elliott Key is 30. So basically what we're doing is we're gonna be taking off about 10 miles of open water, but we're gonna be adding 20 miles of shallow water, and that's something that's really important in a boat like this. So we're gonna be going straight up the coast. Once we kind of get in line with the Bahamas, that's when we're gonna shoot straight across. But we're gonna meet Angel right now, and then from there, we're just gonna keep meeting boats all along the way until we add up to 4. Excited. You guys ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
So here's Angel and Francesca.
They're the brave ones that decided to go with us.
I told Angel, I said, hey, let's cross your brand new Pathfinder over to the Bahamas. With 2 hours on it, and he was like, let's do it. And I was like, no, I'm serious. And he's like, no, I'm serious too. So here we are.
Woo!
All right, Simo and his crew just showed up here. They're all ready to roll, as you can see. Got Angel over here, Francesca. Next stop, Elliott Key. All right, so we got the Miami skyline in the background right here. We got all 4 boats squatted up. And at this point, we're ready to roll. We're gonna hop across to the Bahamas. From here, it's about 50 miles. We'll give you guys a couple tips and tricks along the way. Let's go. It's almost 9 o'clock. Burning daylight. Guys, at this point, we're about 40 miles away from Bimini. Things are just beautiful right now. Got the whole crew behind us. Winds are at about 5 knots. We're 1 to 2 foot seas, and that is the maximum that I would cross a bay boat in. 5 knot winds. 10 starts to get a little uncomfortable, 10 knots, but right now it's perfect. One thing I can say about this, guys, is I would never be doing something like this unless I had a couple boats to go with me. Reason why is just because the seas are calm, that doesn't mean that they can't pick up. You know, here in South Florida, we get a lot of storms in the summertime, bad storms. The wind speeds can pick up from 5 knots to 20 knots in an instant. And being in a little 23-foot boat like this, things can get really sketchy. So that's something to always remember. But we're cruising real nice and easy right here. I got my trim tabs all the way down to get that bow down. I have all my weight shifted forward in order to keep that bow down. The thing is with this boat, this is an inshore fishing boat. It doesn't have much dead rise until we get up to the bow. So we're just trying to keep that bow down on the water to keep our ride real nice and smooth. However, that can actually be problematic. If you have waves that are bigger than 2 feet, sometimes you may want to shift a little bit of that weight back. Reason why is because when the boat gets real bow heavy, you know, you're very prone to taking a wave over the bow. And if you take multiple waves over the bow, that can sink your boat. But we don't have to worry about that today, man. Everything looks great. Wind speeds are great. The weather is beautiful. Awesome, man. It is glass calm. So it's actually day 2 here. Yesterday we just spent the day hanging out with Stephanie's grandparents. They actually live here in the Bahamas and we're staying with them. And we made them a promise. We told them that we would bring them some fish and lobster. So that means our mission for today is we gotta catch some fish and lobster. I don't know if we should have said that because now I feel like I have to produce, so to speak.
Yeah, the pressure's on now.
The pressure's on, but it's so cool having the bay boat here because everything is just simplified. I say it all the time, like if you have the right weather, being in a smaller boat is just so much easier, so much more practical. So I'm really, really excited to just rip the boat around the islands, get into some shallow places and just really see what we can find, get to some areas we've never really been able to get to before since we've always had a bigger boat. This is so cool, man. We literally have about like 0 knots of wind. And I'm just looking down and the water is just, it's so clear. You can see straight down to the bottom. But before we fish, I want to head around the backside of the island. There's a bunch of little creeks and shallow areas that we can never get to in the big boat. So like my first goal for today is I just kind of want to explore around and just see what we can find. I'm really excited. This is so cool. What do you think?
It's a beautiful day to be fishing.
Look down, it's crystal clear.
That's what you call a sheet of glass.
Look at this. We were just running in the boat and I was like, Stephanie, I just have to stop real quick.
Well, really, we're running in the boat and he's just screaming, woo!
This is so awesome, man.
It's
it
beautiful.
is just glass calm.
God,
And if
this
you
is
just don't talk,
beautiful.
just don't talk for a second. You hear that? Absolutely nothing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the meat mission starts. And like we were saying, the goal today is to get some fish for Stephanie's grandparents. We got the electric reel on the back. Reason why is just because we're fishing in almost 600 feet of water. It's like riding a bike versus driving a car. And with this electric reel, we're We're getting a lot done a lot quicker and a lot easier. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, that's not fishing if you're using an electric reel. And I can promise you it is fishing, because just because you're using an electric reel doesn't mean that you're always going to catch them. So it's just the right tool to do the job. So this right here is a 5-pound sash weight. That's what's going to get us down to the bottom. Then we got a 3-hook rig right here. And we're going to put some squid on each one. And we're going to see if we can get bit. And this is our rugged road cooler right here, AKA our seat. You take this lid, you can actually take it off. It was in, I guess you could say, flats fishing mode, because we were standing on top of it. But if you want to, you can actually take it and flip this around to where you can have cup holders and a little area to put bait if you want to. I was putting my shrimp in here the other day and cutting them up. Really handy product, in my opinion. It's like half the weight of a regular cooler too, which is really awesome. Go, 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 go.
Hold
go,
on.
go, go, go.
Got him!
Got him! Yeah! I'm gonna say probably some type of snapper.
A snapper? I love snappers.
Crank, crank.
Yeah, we got a fish.
Got him?
Yes, I see it. It almost
going.
looks like a, what is that?
Don't let him pop off.
Woohoo!
Yellow eye! Just twist that rod in, grab your weight. Watch out.
Oh crap.
Gonna need to wet sand that out later.
Look at that.
Good job, Stephanie. What a beautiful fish too.
Right there.
Look at how yellow his eyes are. And if you wondered,
That's why they call them yellow eye. What's awesome about yellow eye is, like, once you're on a spot and you know where it is, there's usually more.
Well, here's the deal. We got the trolling motor on spot lock, something that we would never be able to do in the big boat. But one thing I can say, you know, I've been talking about big boats like I don't prefer them. I do prefer being in a bigger boat, but it's just so cool being in the bay boat. You know, the biggest luxury about being in a big boat coming over to a place like here in the Bahamas is if you have to go home, you can't go sometimes when you're in a boat this small. The weather picks up, or you're in the middle of a crossing, there's a storm that pops up, you could be caught in a really bad situation. Another thing about being in a bigger boat is bigger boats have more fuel capacity. And that's something a lot of people don't think about. This Pathfinder, it holds 60 gallons of fuel. At this point, we only have about 15 gallons left. So if Bimini doesn't have fuel, we're stuck here. But I'll tell you what we did do. We planned on bringing the electric reel, catching some yellow eye snapper, and we did it.
I know, I'm actually like super happy we were able to catch them.
I know, I'm pumped.
You're on. Woo!
Got him.
Is it another yellow eye?
That's what it seems like. He's down there too though.
Oh, there it is.
Woo! Another yellow eye.
Oh yeah.
So there's actually no limit, as far as I know, size limit on these fish in the Bahamas, but we like to stick to our American regulations whenever a fish is unregulated here in the Bahamas, just because we kind of figure if it's regulated in a certain manner where we come from, there's probably a reason for it. So we try to keep those conservative efforts exactly the same when we come over to the Bahamas.
You know what I really like about deep dropping on the Pathfinder?
What's that?
I get to sit the whole time.
In their natural habitat.
That's right.
So this is number 5 right here. After we bring them up, I think we're gonna call it a day on deep dropping. That's more than enough. Probably try to get in the water, get a couple lobster. There we go. Let's see, I don't see anything yet. See color. Oh, we got a double yellow eye. So make that 6, okay. Hey, anybody can catch one, but catching 2, that's a skill right there, baby. All right, let's make a move. Made it to our diving spot here. Got Angel, Francesca behind us for moral support. Stephanie, what are you gonna be doing?
I'm
You gonna dive with me, or?
I am gonna dive with you, but I'm gonna wait until we're a little shallower.
You're not gonna follow me on top?
Okay, maybe I will.
You can do that.
Okay.
Nice.
Look, there's something big swimming right there.
Water's crystal clear here too.
It is.
About 30 feet.
Check that out. Got a stud lionfish. I always love shooting lionfish just because they're so easy to hit in the right spot and they taste so good.
Look at that. It's a good
You
size.
can lip them just like a bass like that, which is kind of cool. Got him!
Woo! That looks like a big one.
Yeah. Nice one. He better be big at 35 feet of water. Nice.
Look at him.
So I actually have some gauges that are specific to the Bahamas because in the United States, lobster has to be 3 inches, it's carapace. But here it is, 3 3/8 of an inch. So they have to be just a little bit bigger over here. The difference is here, you're actually allowed to spear them, but he's of size. Got a lobster.
Woohoo!
Sweet, yellow wine lobsters. Cool, man. So we're actually gonna take him out. Do you know where the thingy is? Rather than him suffocating, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit him right here. And that's gonna take him out. You would think to hit him in the head, and that's how you kill him. But I don't know if that's where his brain is, whatever it is. As you can see, he's limp. He's dead. You just stick him right there. He's food now, baby. Sweet. I think that's easily one of the biggest lobsters I think I've ever got before.
Really?
Yeah. Woo. I gotta tell you, I'm tired, man.
Holy moly. Yeah, that's a really big lobster.
I'm tired.
You should be.
All you gotta do is look at that fish box and you'll know why.
So we're gonna clean up the yellow eyes here, just because it's been a little while since we've had one cleaned up here. Just like that. And then we feed the tarpon.
Here we go, we're gonna test that thing out.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, here comes the shark. Oh!
Funny story, before we actually made the trip over here, like about a year ago, about a year ago, I commented on one of his YouTube videos, and I never commented on social media or anything like that, and I basically told him, you know, maybe one day we'll be able to like cross over to Bimini together, you know, and I never thought anything of it. So like a couple months later, he commented on it. He's like, yeah, that would be pretty cool, one day we can do that. And like, here we are a year later, we made the trip, it was awesome. You know, we had a great time, and hopefully we can do it again.
Moral of the story: don't be afraid to reach out.
Exactly.
I always
for
respond.
sure.
I'm always here.
Very interactive.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun,
I know.
but it's a little depressing, I'm not gonna lie.
I know. Wish we could stay a little longer, but you know what? We came here on the Bay Boat, so
Mission accomplished, right?
yeah. So the fact that we've done it once, we'll do it again.
Yeah, a lot more to come. A lot more to
Yeah.
come for sure. I want to thank everybody that crossed over here with us this weekend. I want to thank you guys for watching, and look forward to potentially more runs like this where we let you guys know in advance.
Yeah.
Where, you know, we can all kind of get together, hang out, and just enjoy the Bahamas, maybe the Keys, but it's just been such a cool time. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you all so much.